Hey everybody on Irnieracing YouTube channel. So I woke up this morning to my bill, my first bill from Rogers, and it shows $313.60 with a monthly charge of $110, and then they back charged me $170 even though this is my first bill. And if you take a look at that bill, it's $110 from November 3rd to December 2nd. I went online on November 3rd to sign up for Rogers. I wanted to switch from Virgin because Virgin is absolutely a thief as well. And I was like, okay, let's give Rogers a try. They got a plan for North America. So November 10th goes along. That's when I called in because they sent me a bill and the bill was wrong right off the bat. And then they're charging me a service fee as well for $60. So let me show you the evidence on that. So here we have November 3rd, guys. So it was just the day after I activated online. Your new wireless number is now active. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is supposed to be $95 a month. And I'm not supposed to have an activation fee. Now let's go back to the Rogers. The setup service fee is waived through self-serve at Rogers. So you go online, you do it online Rogers, and then there's no $60 setup service fee, right? I did it online, I'm not calling in where they charge you more. And here's the advertisement for 5G Infinite Premium, which is calling, text, and data Canada, US, and Mexico, because I want to travel to the US and Mexico, 150 gigs. $95 a month. With prepay, it's automatic deposits $5. So it should be $100 with the $10 discount for 24 months. So this is on their website. And yet, I sign up online and do it, and they charge you $110 a month automatically. They are extorting people out of their time because nobody wants to take 2 hours. And I did this is the second time I'm doing this on the phone. And again, they keep charging me the $6 fee. So let me show you again. So I signed up on this November 2nd. The number 3rd, I see they're charging me the $60. I see they're charging me the wrong amount. So I call in. And then after calling in, the person on the phone takes, almost an hour on November 8th. And on November 9th, I get the next version. Changes have been made to your account. She said everything was fixed, that we got me down to the $95 a month. Guess what? It's removed the $110 and added the $110. And then the $60 service fee is still there. So I wasted a whole hour back on November 8th to do this all again today on December 6th when I got the next bill, right? And now I'm on the hold, to talk to the supervisor. And how long have we been on hold now? An hour and 46 minutes to fix this. So now after, she literally would have to go to her supervisor and she's like, okay, we need to remove the service setup fee. And she'd put me on, talk to me and put me on hold for 15 minutes.
Thanks for holding.
Hey there.
So we have adjusted another $13.63 because I have adjusted already $84 out of 84, so there were $25 plus tax out of.
Come back. Okay, we were able to do that, but we can't really prorate it from November. So when I first signed up, I'm like, when I put the SIM card in, it's not the day that you mail me the SIM card from November 3rd. It's not the day I receive the SIM card. It's when I actually start using the service and transfer my phone number. And the person on the phone's like, yes, it'll be prorated based on when you start to use it. And then of course she's like, oh, you were informed wrong. It actually, your bill starts the day you sign up, even though I won't even have a SIM card in the mail for a week and I have to go get it. If I'm not even in town. So the setup goes further. And so she's like, well, we can't prorate it. We can. And so she takes another half hour to prorate it.
If we do proration, so adjustment is at $3.63 for that, and also another $10. So altogether $13.63 we have adjusted. After adjustment, the bill is now $137.06.
And then, okay, she's like, I don't even see it. And the 110 is the cheapest. And I'm like, it's on your website right now. It's on your website right now. She's like, where? And I had to freaking direct her to the damn website to show her that it's freaking $95. This is what's going on. These companies are extorting everybody. You sign up for the $95. You sign up for the $60 service fee online, so it's waived. Then they charge you that and they charge you that. And who has 2 hours to waste doing this twice? right? Nobody has that time, so they extort you out of the money because nobody, or they extort you out of time, or they extort you out of money. And here we are. We're gonna make a complaint. Just wanted to triple verify. It's $112 every month.
That's right, yeah.
Okay. So to verify, the $60 activation fee was removed because I obviously online online it says specifically it's waived, right? So that was removed, correct?
Yeah.
And now because it online it says that it's $95 or $10 off of the 110, so now it's $100 a month, correct? Because it's advertised.
That's right, yeah. It also says that if you add autopay, then it's 95.
Yes.
But because you have no autopay, so for you it's 100. Yes.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to auto pay and have paid $330 or $313 extortion essentially out of Rogers, because I've been on the phone now to do all this 1 hour and 37 minutes, and this is the second time calling, and I just signed up as a new customer. So with that being said, don't you think it's appropriate that you guys give me like some kind of like $50, $60 promo for being on the phone for 1 hour and 37 for you guys for Rogers to do what they were supposed to do 1 hour and 37 minutes ago, right? Is there some kind of like, oh, I'm sorry that Rogers is extorting customers? Is there some kind of like bonus for that?
Yeah, if I could have, we used to have the goodwill credit, but because of all the interest rate going up and everything, so many discounts and promotions have been removed. Unfortunately, at this point in time, I am not able to offer you anything.
Oh. Well, I know it would probably take another hour or two, right, to save a few more dollars. You know, most people don't. I mean, it's not no anger at you at all, personally. I think you're a wonderful representative but it's taken 1 hour 36 for you to talk to your supervisor, and I mean, you know, like, where do I send the bill for my time?
No, I totally understand.
No, like,
that,
do you have an address that I should send my bill to? Like, is there a supervisor, and do you want to give me his name and phone number and that information, and I'll send him the bill?
Well, if you like to talk to supervisor, I can connect over. You can talk to them to the line, but the wait times obviously are high at the moment. So other than that, I have Jessica here from the management team. I have explained her situation. She will assist you further.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. Hi there, Marcel. My name is Jessica. Thanks for waiting to speak with me today.
Hey, Jessica. Yeah, I just wanted to give you my concerns about what happened with my experience as a new customer. Yeah, I'm a brand new customer. Oh, it's Marcel again.
Hey, Marcel. It's Jessica from Rogers. How's the audio this time?
Oh, it's still not improved, but I guess we'll have to deal with it.
Okay, all right. So you wanted to give me some feedback about your experience today. Is that correct?
Yeah, and then get your opinion on how you would try to help the situation. But so simply put, I was a customer of Virgin Mobile, and I was, never really happy with a previous phone company's service, but Rogers so far is worse. And I saw that you guys have a 5G Infinite plan for North America, in US, Mexico, Canada. So then I'm like, okay, I go on your website, I see it under mobile only customers. You have to look around for a little while versus the internet TV customers. And then I finally find mobile only customers. And then there is the $95 a month, both after $10 a month discount for 24 months and automated payment discount. So I find that 150 gigs a month. So, okay. And then I also notice on your website, it says that the service fee of $60 is waived through self-serve on Rogers, right? Okay. So I'm aware of what you guys are offering, and I'm like, okay, it's worth giving you guys a try on month to month. I'm not on any contracts. And so I go online and I do the whole online setup. And then of course it asks you, are you a Shaw customer? Enter your Shaw customer ID, right? Because you guys are connected that way, I guess. And I'm like, well, I'm not a Shaw customer. So then it says, well, you can't proceed. The website just goes error. It goes errors out and says you must call this number. So then I have to call the number to finish the process. So that was the first problem. Then yeah, I sign up for the process. Oh, you're getting a little static there. I sign up for the process on November 2nd, I believe. And then on November 3rd, I get an email saying that, oh, you're on $110 5G premium BYOD and on month to month and $60 service fee. And I'm like, oh my God, I just went through this. There's supposed to be no service fee because I attempted to do it online, but your website does not let me do it. And then it's 110 instead of the 95 or at least 100 without the automatic payment system. So then I call back a few days later on November 7th, I believe. And then I get an email from you guys on November 9th saying changes have been made to your wireless account. And so it's the woman on the phone, it took 35 to 45 minutes, I can't remember. So she's like, okay, we're going to correct that. We'll make it the correct $95 a month or $100 a month and remove the $60 fee. And then I get the email, and the email says she removed it and then added the exact same thing again. It says added 110 a month, infinite premium. I'm looking at the email right now. And I'm like, oh, great, fantastic. I mean, maybe this is just an email mistake, but it's going to kick in. And of course, I'm not in a hurry to switch from Virgin. I didn't do it in a store. I did it online, and I'm going to wait for the SIM card, and then I'm going to put the SIM card in when I'm ready to switch over. And the girl on the phone, when I first had to sign up because it didn't work online, I'm telling her I see the date is set at my monthly plan, but I don't have the SIM card. I'm not going to have the SIM card for a week because I'm not at my house. And I want to put it in. And when I switch the phone number, which you do online, you have an online system for that. She explained it. She's like, yeah, well, it'll be, prorated to when you actually switch it over and activate the number. And I'm like, okay, perfect, whatever. And then, of course, now this morning, so on the 25th of November, you could write these dates down if you choose. On the November 25th, I finally switched it over, and that's when my bill starts showing that I have my first phone call and my first data is on November 25th. And so I get the bill in the mail today, and of course the bill is, $300 and some dollars, and it includes all the problems. It includes the service fee. It doesn't prorate from November 25th at all. There's no proration. And I'm being charged $110 a month. And so I just went, now this is the second time, and it took an hour and a half and then a total of hour and 46 minutes before I asked to speak to you to get this done. So I've just essentially Rogers has extorted me out of an hour and 46 minutes of my life, or extorts me to pay the bill that is not what I agreed upon. And I know this is what all the other phone companies are doing too. It's either take the time to call you guys to fix the problem, or accept the fake fraudulent charges that nobody agreed upon and pay them because nobody wants to spend an hour on the phone doing this every month. Now, we've all been through this. You've been through this, I'm sure, before you worked there with other phone companies. And here I am, a brand new customer, and I can't believe you guys screwed this up so badly.
Off to a terrible start.
Yeah, absolutely terrible start. And if the lady didn't fix it on the phone, I was never going to pay my bill. I'm never going to pay you guys because you guys are extorting people. So then I say, okay, well, where do I send my bill for my hour and 46 minutes? Do you have a person's name, phone number, blah, blah, blah? Who would I write the bill to? Because this is not appropriate. So I'm hoping that you can make me happy as a new customer because it's a very bad start.
Yeah, and let me just see if there's a way I can help you out because, frankly, when it comes to my authority to apply credits for people spending time to fix things, I don't have a way to credit financially. That being said, I do want to give feedback to the appropriate channels about your negative experience. I do want to be 100% sure that the services you have moving forward have been completely credited in full, and the plan that you have moving forward is the plan that would meet your needs. Now, do you need a full Canada, US, and Mexico plan, or would you be content with a Canada, US plan, or do you need just Canadian services?
Yeah, no, that's the reason I came over and give you guys a try, because I want, I mean, mostly US when I don't want to have, I have another SIM card in the US, but I figured, oh, maybe we can do it all in one, right? And maybe if you guys offered, if you guys didn't screw this up so badly, I would, you know, I was considering getting a second line just so I can hotspot another phone, you know, for my security system when I'm traveling.
Right, right.
But and then of course she's like, okay, you want to save that $5 on auto payment, and I'm like, if I had that auto payment on, you guys would have taken my $313, and you guys are stealing money. That's what you would have done. You would have stolen money because that's not what we agreed upon. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not signing up an auto payment. And I mean, the best what you should be doing, what I would recommend you do is, yeah, I owe 100 now after spending an hour and 46 minutes, and now we're well into 2 hours trying to wait for you. You should be waiving several months of future bills as I learn about how I like the service. Would that not be appropriate?
I appreciate your experience and what you're asking me, without question. When it comes to our systems that allow me to apply credits, they're very much associated with codes in the system that already exist. Like, I don't have a way to manually type in, you know, let's apply a pending credit for the next 2 billing cycles. It's just something that the business has made a decision to not have a tool like that for
Oh,
me
I know.
as manager.
I understand that, because that's because what I've just gone through. Why does it take a half hour or 20 minutes for the previous girl, who was really nice, to go and say, okay, we're going to remove that service fee? Why does it take her 20 to 30 minutes to do that, then comes back after hold saying, okay, we remove that. Well, now I'm working on getting your 110 to 100 a month as it's advertised on the website. And then it takes another 20 minutes. So she's going and speaking to a supervisor. Clearly, it's just like Sirius XM. When you call in to cancel Sirius, it takes an hour to cancel Sirius, and they keep saying, well, if you don't want to cancel, stay on, we'll give you a year free. And I'm like, no, because I'm not going to spend another hour to try to cancel this in a year, which is a service I don't use. You've just confirmed that Rogers is extorting people out of their time versus, it's coercion. This is coercion for time versus overpaying a bill. So like, you don't have the code to do anything. They do that on purpose. So like, who is above you to actually make change so Rogers stops extorting people with coercion? That's what this is. I was extorted out of 2 hours of my time versus $200 of money, right? It's either you pay $200 more than we agreed upon, or I'm going to take 2 hours of your time to correct that. It's straight up. It's just straight up coercion. And so, like, you don't have the buttons. What buttons do you have? And maybe we need to make a recommendation to have those buttons included, those codes. Clearly, this is an easy thing. You know, you should be refunding the money I owe right now, and then otherwise, I mean, like, what's going to stop me from canceling, moving on, and never paying you guys? Like, this is. I mean, it's not you personally. It's not any individual personally. This is the executives that are doing this. They do this on purpose, and it's so frustrating. And you're not the only one. Virgin did something similar, and that's why I didn't like them either. And people don't like TELUS. Anytime you ask somebody what company are you using, everybody's like, well, I don't like TELUS because they did this, and I don't like this. And even my mom, she spends hours on the phone with her company to deal with the same stupid problem, including Shaw TV and internet, right? So like, nothing's changing. Let's get that straight. We all know nothing's changing. This is called corporate greed and coercion. Yeah, so what buttons do you have to save me as a customer? You know, have you ever, I mean, you probably learned in business school, if you have a disgruntled customer and if you fix the problem, you actually can gain a customer for life better than you had before the problem.
Yeah, no, I'm big on, you know, trying to encourage loyalty as far as these situations are concerned. And, you know, I do want to work with you as best I can. If you don't mind waiting a few minutes while I do my research, just to see if there's a way I can help you out more than the quote-unquote, you know, codes created in the system way is concerned. I'm more than happy to take a look. I appreciate where you're coming from. I appreciate your experience.
And yeah, I know you've spent a lot of time. You know that we on the front lines are spending a lot of time. And we do have a situation where it's kind of like a car crash where, if things are going good, great. But if there's a problem or a mistake, then it takes a few weeks of chiropractor, or a cast or whatever. Yeah, like a small problem can ricochet. And as much as I wish we had a time machine to go back in time and have things correct from the start, the thing I was going on is going to take to because as far as I'm going to get this, nothing said, I want to make sure that even I did that, we all have to plan, so I have to do this, and also do this, and have to do this, and have to do this, I just think for me, everything, I just your feedback to the business too.
Okay, yeah, well, take your time to try to figure out if you can resolve the situation appropriately.
Okay, no promises, but I will check. I'm going to be quiet while I do that. I'm not going to put you on hold. I'm sure you've heard enough hold music today. So once I finish the case, I'll go over the details with you. This is something I can't guarantee will fix the thing long term, but I will try exhaust my resources for you. Okay?
Okay, Jessica.
Thanks, Marcel. Well, I took a look to see what we could do.
Okay.
All right. So as far as your situation is concerned, I understand you quite clearly where you're coming from as one human to another and one consumer to the other. That being said, with my system, I have to use codes that operate. This is something that's not guaranteed, but in light of the situation and in light of the offers that do work with your plan, I asked our back office team if they would honor a $20 discount instead of the current $10 discount. Now, they may say sorry no, because that discount is for people who migrate from Fido to ROGERS, but they may also approve it. It would be their discretion. And if they did approve this, you would get an email confirming that it was added, and it would show when your next bill is ready. Okay?
Yeah, you're talking about a discount on every month, you mean?
Yes, so instead of the $10 discount, it would be a $20 discount.
Yeah. I hear you, yeah, okay.
Okay, so that's what I can do. I can't guarantee that it'll work, but it's worth a try.
Okay.
Anything else I can look into for you? Would you like a reference number to our conversation?
Sure, give me a reference number.
Okay, you got something to write with?
I sure do.
Okay, starts off with the letter I as in indigo.
Yeah.
214.
Yep.
246.
Okay.
0377.
Got it.
And once again, my name is Jessica, so if the number goes missing, you can say you spoke with a manager on December the 6th who was named Jessica.
Okay, and what about all the feedback I gave you, how this company is operating out of coercion for time versus money? This is going to be repeating again for me and other customers in the future. So where does my feedback go? Where does it actually, have you written down the points that I made? And
yeah, and so when it comes to this feedback, there's two ways to do it. One, I have regular coaching sessions with my team managers and senior managers. So I make a list of all of the pain points for other agents and customers and give my feedback and recommendations as they come up. So that's me working behind the scenes. As far as something more directly, like I said earlier in the conversation, when you get the customer experience survey, the comments box is about anything. We also have a share a concern link on the ROGERS account page too.
okay, all right.
So those two formats. So it's like if you go to the website, there is a link that you can just go ahead and click on the right side and get the feedback.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't. So nothing will change with the company, of course, as I would have suspected.
Not instantly, no.
No, or probably ever. I mean, the coercion tactic's been going on forever, and Sirius, like I explained how Sirius XM did it. You know, they made it impossible to cancel. Oh, I want to cancel. Oh, I got to transfer you to the canceling department, and then you're on hold. And then you're like, "Are you sure you want to cancel? Are you sure you want to cancel? We'll give it to you for free." And then yeah, it's an hour process. So
Right.
yeah,
No, I know.
you're part of
Some
your
have improved over the years, but not everything and not at once. So,
yeah. You're one spoke on the chain of the big chain of the corporate greed, unfortunately. So
welcome to planet Earth, right?
I know it's absolutely a terrible world we live in, especially these days. Yes, very terrible. Okay, well, thanks, Jessica, and I'll look for that email to see if anything ever comes of it. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Bye. Bye. There you have it. There you have it, Coco. What was it on the phone? 41 minutes just with Jessica. And yeah, I'm sure nothing will happen, and the coercion and control will continue, just like everything else. Government. Yeah, let's go play some Mario.